Hey guys, happy Vlogmas day 14. I have been busy all day today doing stuff with the yarn shop and getting ready, doing all of the things. And so I just figured I would pop on here for a minute quickly and just say hi before I get back to work. Yesterday went a little bit sideways. I'll fill you in about that later. But yeah, just kind of a pain in the neck sideways yesterday, but we're all good. We're all back on track over here and just working really hard, right? Here's another mushroom rainbow yarn set that I was able to put together. The only one that is not mushroom is the purple, which was the lichen. So I think this one is really beautiful as well. Hello everybody. I feel like I haven't talked with you guys in forever, even though it's just been a couple of days. I haven't had the house to myself and like a good spot to just like talk to you guys. So my parents are out babysitting my nieces and nephews right now because everybody has their holiday concerts and it was all kinds of crazy over there. So I actually just got home from doing a tiny bit of Christmas shopping. And let's see, Bryce got his booster shot yesterday. So he is just like, he's just done. He's between being so busy at work and getting his booster shot, his body is like, I just need to go to sleep. So yeah, so I've got a few minutes here to catch you guys up on Vlogmas day, what is it, 14 today, I think. So oh my gosh, so I wanted to tell you guys about why yesterday went sideways, because I mentioned that earlier. Yesterday was Monday. I was all excited to have a productive everything, a productive Monday, a productive week. Finally, like, the boy had a half day at school on Thursday, and I feel like since then it's just been like really hard to have some dedicated time to get anything done. So I got a good night's sleep Sunday night. I was nice and awake yesterday and just ready to go. As soon as I put him on the bus, I uploaded Vlogmas, and I guess my phone doesn't accept phone calls or something went on with Sprint in that moment. I don't know, because apparently like my husband called like right after I uploaded Vlogmas or exported it to my phone, and he's like, the school nurse called and they want you to go pick up Owen. I was like, what are you talking about? Owen is perfectly healthy, because we don't send him to school sick. Like if we even think, especially now with the way that things are, if we think that there's the slightest chance that he might be sick, we just keep him I was like, what are you talking about? He's totally fine. And he's like, I don't know. The nurse was like, he's got a slight, like a low-grade fever and a cough. It's like, well, okay, I mean, I'll go pick him up, but that's really weird because he was bouncing off the walls this morning and whatever. So I go to school, I pick up Owen, and he's perfectly fine. He walks in the house jumping and dancing and singing, and I take his temperature, 97.3, clearly no fever. Apparently the fever that he had at school was 99.1. Also not a fever. It was fleece and flannel day, and he had a few layers on, and it was 50 degrees outside. Kid was probably slightly overheated. I don't know. And in the 7 hours that he was home, between me picking him up at school and us taking him to the pediatrician later that night, not a single cough. I'm like, where is this cough? So apparently, in order for us to get him back into school, we had to produce a negative COVID test. We're like, this kid is not sick. He just had his second vaccine. But, you know, whatever. We follow the rules. So we took him, or my husband took him to the pediatrician. And so apparently the schools now, the pediatrician's office, they said they're getting hundreds of calls a day, because schools are just sending kids home for like clearing their throat or like whatever. I don't know. So they're swamped and using so many resources, and I don't even know. They are just beyond busy. But they were able to see Owen that evening, yesterday evening, and get him a negative COVID test. So the pediatrician looks at him. He's like, all right, your temperature is 97 point whatever, not a fever. And he's like, by the way, 99.1, also not a fever. And then the pediatrician checks his lungs. No fluid there, nothing for him to cough up. What is she talking about? So they're like, so the pediatrician was like, this was such a waste of your time, and I'm so sorry. And, you know, so poor Owen had to go through the COVID test, and you know, he was crying and scared and all of this stuff, and he wasn't even sick. I mean, I'm all about taking precautions. We keep him home if he's sick. If we, like the slightest thing, if he had 100-degree fever or something, we would keep him home. So apparently he had a substitute teacher yesterday. And yeah, so anyway, so that's where our day went. So you saw a lot of a perfectly healthy Owen coloring gingerbread houses and making paper snowflakes. That was all happening at home while he was supposed to be in school yesterday. So we unexpectedly had Owen home, and yeah, so that was yesterday. He was in school for like 2 hours, and then he was home. Never coughed, never had a fever, and had to go through a COVID test for no reason. So anyway, he's gotten both vaccines. My husband got boosted. After he's done and feeling better from his booster, I'm gonna go get my booster, and we're all gonna be, you know, up to date on all of that stuff. So that was a little bit frustrating yesterday, just because there was no reason for it. There was no reason to waste the resources on a kid who clearly was not sick. But so that was yesterday. Today, he went to school today, so today was better, and yeah, just kind of doing a lot of shop stuff, like getting ready, dyeing, like winding up, skeins up yarn that I dyed, and making mini skeins is going to take forever unless I find some kind of tool or something to speed this up. I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit, guys. I'm working on it. I'm working as fast as I can. So yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and say hey, and I hope you guys are having a great week. And yeah, more later. Bye.